You were mentioned on CNN today? Yeah, I know. You know why I know that? Because I was training this morning at my trainer's backyard, and his dad comes out and goes, I just watched you on CNN last night. And I was like, oh, brother. Oh, no. Yeah, this is like they're demonizing wealthy people and success. I think if left to their own devices, I feel like we're just going to drive peak liberalism and shallow identity politics into that ditch, you know, where they unironically are going to say, oh, no, the only POC we must protect are people of capital. People of color, sure, they've been under attack, but, you know, we fought long and hard and there have been solutions for the problems that pertain to people of color. But what about the people of capital, the real POC? Nobody ever talks about the real POC. Like the people of capital. Yeah, people of the CEO class. I'm worried that this is like what liberals are going to run with. You know, tax the rich is actually a slur. It really is. It's actually a much worse slur than the other slur. The ones that you can't say. See, you can't even say those other slurs, but you can say tax the rich. So obviously, there you have it. You can't say the N-word, but you can say tax the rich, which is a slur. Therefore, people of capital, the real POC, much worse off. I can totally see a world where like Republicans run with that, and then Democrat consultants who get their notes from the Republicans who have a very hard time fighting back against the Republicans, they will turn around and lean into it somehow. All right, let's see what the CNN was saying.
Coming up, it's like, that's a mental problem. And if they can't deal with it themselves, then we should tax them to deal with it.
So first, just to briefly address the economics, at least in New York, about the top 1% of basically 40,000 people pay about 50% of the taxes. So if you look at the numbers, I think Mamdani is going to be a tough spot because people will continue to leave. So that's just the reality. But in terms of the way that the rich are being treated, Mamdani, of course, is very close with Hassan Piker, who over the years has made comments that he wants to see effing capitalists' blood in the streets.
They know each other. They are not. You're associating Hassan Piker. Don't do that. That's ridiculous.
But Mamdani basically.
Yo, chill. They know each other? No, we're best friends. We're best friends. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I don't know him. Who's that guy? What's his name? What's his name, chat? Zoran? Zorro? What is it? I don't know who that guy is. What are we talking about? What is it? Zokron? Is that how you say it? What is he? What's his background? What's he like? Is he Japanese? Zorro? I don't know this man. What does he do? Barack Obama? Yeah. Zoran, the Croatian? He's a Croatian dude? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did a video right in front of Ken Griffin's house, called him out just blocks away from where the United Healthcare CEO had been assassinated.
I want to see this full one. I want to see this full clip. Continues here, I think. What is this? Wow, Lydia Moynihan just threw anti-billionaire left us into a frenzy.
Penny of that's your point, Lee. Elon Musk has deserved every single penny of the money he's made. Jeff Bezos,
absolutely not. That is the most
yes,
ludicrous statement you have ever made. They are making money off the American taxpayer, off the American government, after deals with SpaceX.
Bigger.
I don't know why you're shilling for these people. It's nuts.
It has made our standard of living, because capitalism has a moral argument that needs to be defended. It has made our standard of living better than any other group of people in any other time. And I would say, I want
standard of living, Lydia?
Elon Musk,
Whose standard of living?
A trillionaire, because guess what? Okay. With his money, he's literally letting blind people see. He's letting paralyzed people walk. I want him to have the money, not Elizabeth Warren, who's going to funnel it to fraud.
He's letting blind people see and paralyzed people walk. What are we doing?
The greatest counter to this is everything that we're doing, everything that Elon Musk is taking credit for, could just as easily be publicly funded. As a matter of fact, all around the world, it is publicly funded. Even in the United States of America, a big chunk of the new inventions happening in the medical field are also coming from publicly funded research. Elon Musk is simply taking credit for something that he played no role in. And you, as a stooge for corporations, is leaning into that narrative. Elon Musk doesn't do shit. He just tweets all day. He tweets white nationalist screeds all day and complains about people not liking him. It's actually scientists that are working on some of these initiatives, many of which originate from publicly funded research. And as a matter of fact, publicly funded research would probably not have the profit motive and therefore much safer in the research that they're conducting if you're going to talk about Neuralink. This, of course, is extra silly considering that you're a Republican and you guys talk about Bill Gates microchipping people while you're simultaneously defending Elon Musk actively trying to microchip people's brains don't really understand that either. The idea that these sorts of innovations happen as a consequence of capitalism is a lie. It's never been the case. It's also extra messed up to advance this lie when Elon Musk is most famously known for working in the administration to cut medical research alongside hundreds of thousands of jobs that kept Americans safe, that ensured that American meat was safe to consume, right? All the stuff that he did with his Doge cuts, which turned out to be a leaky faucet, showed that Elon Musk is not even a remotely competent person and genuinely a cancerous individual when it comes to American innovation and American prosperity. It's unbelievable. He is one of the most corrupt individuals. His experiences within the current administration show what many Americans already knew, that like this Trump administration is not invested in American prosperity at all. They're just destroying the country and robbing all of us blind, firing good government workers along the way as well. Good government workers that have engaged in lifelong service to ensure that, you know when a tornado is coming, right? To ensure that when you go to the grocery store and you're purchasing meat, you know that that meat is safe to eat. These are robber barons that have unprecedented access to the government, unlike ever before. And your job is to defend them. Your job is to defend them destroying the country. And then you sit there and you act like the left is actually not invested in success.
You heard of Neuralink? Have I heard of Neuralink? Does it work, babe?
Lydia's point about capitalism.
My God, this is so freaking insane.
Hold on, Lee. Lydia's point about capitalism being a vehicle.
That's your point, Lee. Elon Musk.
Not only that, but Elon Musk is also the #1 welfare queen, if you want to call it that.